All 6 in one room in the basement with no windows, playing school. Today was my daughter's last day of first grade, a day I don't think she'll ever forget. And they were playing school down in the basement, and I looked out the window, and I'm glad they were down there because I didn't have any warning to get myself to the basement. The house sounded like it was exploding as I was running down the steps. So if they would have been scattered throughout the house, it would have been really bad.
So you did make it down to the basement?
Yeah, I did. Yep, and I had no idea all this happened. I just thought windows busted, but one of the neighbors came in to help us, and she said, "Your garage is gone, everything's gone." So then I knew.
An amazing and very tragic story, but again, very happy that everything turned out the way it did.
I know, I can't even be sad yet about this house because none of my kids have a scratch on them, and that's all I care about, I guess. This will get fixed eventually, so.
All right, well, good luck to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Reporting in Fruitland, Lindsay Marone, KWQC, TV6 News.
Lots of keys, nothing to put them in.
Isn't that amazing?
A lot of people feeling that feeling tonight, as not only their garages, but in some cases their homes and their cars are gone.
And there were so many areas that looked just like that. Another hard-hit area was Grandview.
That is where the tornado first hit, and here is KWQC's Chris Williams with a family and a family's friend that are all calling themselves lucky tonight.
We're just north of Grandview, and take a look at this house. This was the scene of a search earlier today. Rescuers had heard that a couple of children were trapped in this after the storm. They were lucky to find out those two little girls were at their grandparents' house in town, and they were safe. Jake Skidmore lives here with his family. Jake, first of all, how are you guys doing?
We're doing all right. We got a lot of family and friends here helping us out, businesses and stuff, trying to find clothes and stuff for the kids.
And Amber, I understand you were with your mom when you heard about what was happening. What did you hear? And I understand you raced back to the house to find your sisters, huh?
We were at the tan shack and lights were flickering. Mom decided to go on the way home, and we got a phone call from my grandma that someone had told her husband that our house was gone. So my mom was in a hurry to get home. When they pulled in the driveway, it was amazed to see our house not being here.
What was going through your mind when you saw it?
Where's my house at? I cried for at least an hour and a half and called all my friends.
Well, little Riley here. Riley, were you one of the kids that they were looking for? Were you at your grandparents' house?
Yes.
What did you hear during the storm and see during the storm? Did you hear it go overhead?
No.
How are you doing?
I was fine.
You gonna be all right? All right. Skidmore family, very fortunate out here. Even though their house is gone, they say they have insurance, and the kids are okay, which is the biggest concern. And as you walk over here, you can see these giant trees toppled over, and there's a dog named Lukey, and he's just on the other side of this trailer. You might be able to hear him bark, and as this trailer goes by, you might catch Lukey's. There's Lukey. He's running there trying to chase that trailer. Lukey is the luckiest dog in town. You want to know why? He was tied to this tree when the tornado took the house. In Grandview, Chris Williams, KWQC, TV6 News.
And we are fortunate to report very few injuries so far have been reported. No fatalities as of this point. Hopefully those numbers will hold up.
Well, it's almost hard to imagine when you look at some of that video, so just amazing stuff.
Those trees, too, stripped bare. We'll have more on that part of that story in a moment. But after Grandview, this storm went north, hitting Muscle.